Okay. Okay, so we've drawn our supports, we've drawn our resistance. Now, whenever you are picking your supports and resistance, never forget you are looking for the sharp turnarounds. You don't just need a turnaround. This is a turnaround here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't follow if it is not sharp like the way it is here.
Yes.
It can serve, but preferably in my experience, what you're
Mm.
looking for is the sharp turnaround, those ones that
Mm.
you have those steep, the obvious turnarounds, not
Okay.
the ambiguous kind of turning around. You are looking at it. Did it really turn around? Did it really
Yeah.
turn
Okay.
around?
If you're
This
unclear,
is,
which means it's not a turnaround.
yes. So if you're unclear, just leave it.
It's not a
You're
turnaround then.
unclear, it's not a turnaround.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you see it, you see that it's actually a turnaround.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what we're looking for. So you
Okay.
want to connect a minimum of 3 points in history. You want to
Mm.
connect a minimum of 3 points of such turnarounds in history. So this is one turnaround that I can see here.
Yes.
There is another one here,
There's
but
another one there.
that
Yeah.
I'm not willing to deal with. But there
Okay.
is one here that is really a good
Yeah.
turnaround.
A sharp one. Yeah.
There is one here, as small as it may look, but is obvious. There is
Mm-hmm.
another here.
Yeah, I can see
Even
that
though
too.
this is tiny too, there was a turnaround, but this is not the kind of turnaround I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's not a sharp one.
Yeah. So this is another sharp turnaround I'm looking for, and this is another sharp turnaround I'm looking for.
Yeah.
These two here, they are turnarounds, but they are not, uh, this is not the type I'm looking for bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah, I know
want
now.
a good, significant turnaround, and
Yes.
that's what I'm going to be working with. So
Okay.
in drawing my support and resistance, there are three lines that I normally draw. One that is around where price is, which is something like this. This is where
Mm.
price currently is. So I'm looking for what market will do closest to where price is. Now, I don't force it. Number one rule of this drawing around where price is, don't force it. If it is not
Okay.
there, it is not there. If it is there,
Okay.
great. Take it, look at it, see if you can take a trade from it. But if it is not there, don't force it. Leave it
Okay.
as it is. All right. Move on
Yeah.
to another pair. If you have another pair you're trading, I'm
Mm.
going to sound that warning maybe later. Don't trade too
Okay.
many pairs. It doesn't always help your consistency in winning. It's good, it's
Okay.
fine, but if you want to have more consistent wins, focus on only a few currency pairs. So
Okay.
pick one that is closest to where price is and that have a minimum of 3 to 4 points, in the past. So if I
Yeah.
look at this is one,
Mm-hmm.
this is two, this is
Yeah.
three, and this is four.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it has given me part of the information that I already need. I've drawn this on the weekly. Now I want to go back to the daily and take a look. What exactly am I looking for on the daily chart? I want to be sure that the lines that I've drawn
Yeah.
have those
Accurate.
points of
Okay.
turnaround. They are accurate. I don't want to just take random guesses and say, okay, it's accurate, it's accurate. No, I don't want to take that. Secondly, I also want to identify the most significant direction in the market. All right.
Yeah.
Now, while it is easy for me to look at it on weekly, I can equally see almost the same thing on the daily chart. So if I look at this, I can see that price had been trending upward just by merely looking at it. You would agree with me, yeah?
Yes.
Just by merely looking at it, price have been
Mm.
trending upward. So if
Yes.
price is trending upward, what am I seeing? What's the consistency of this trending upward? It's just the same thing as drawing your supports and resistance.
Mm.
You want to draw a diagonal line
Yeah.
that reflects how price came to that point and turned around. Now, there are those ones that can, be very close, either
Mm,
be close to the upside, not
mm,
necessarily sitting on it, or just shoot out of it a little bit, but
mm.
just close to it. All right.
Yeah.
Now, once you've done this, you know this is an uptrend. In order for you to start selling, it needs to violate this uptrend that you have seen. If you must start selling, is this clear?
Yes.
If you must also start selling, it needs to violate this support that you have drawn. All right?
Yes.
It needs to violate it. Why does it need to violate this trend line? In our description of trend, we have said that for an uptrend, we are looking for price to make consistent higher highs and higher lows. If we're going to have a sell or a bearish market, then we are going to be having consistent lower highs and lower lows. I hope this is clear.
Yes.
Okay. So higher highs and higher lows define our uptrend. If at any point it now breaks any of the most recent low, then we are thinking or we are seeing that price will more than likely start dropping. I
Mm.
hope this is clear also up to this point.
Yes.
You're sounding tired.
No, I'm fine because I'm lying down. I could get up to sit again.
Okay. So we've established these facts already, right? So what I
Yeah.
want to now see is on 4 hours, what is price doing? On 4 hours, what is price doing? Now, if you notice on 4 hours, you'll notice you've had a kind of consolidation around here.
Yes.
As if price could not break a certain point,
Yes.
and it's just dancing within that space.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to look at that consolidation, up here, price could not necessarily move above it. It did at some point, but it came back inside. It did here again, and then it came back inside. On the other hand, price have not been able to move beyond this low. Is this clear?
Yes.
Now, if I'm going to do anything in this market, if anything, I'm going to do anything in this particular market, I
Yeah.
want it to be I want it to be outside of these areas that are marked. If I'm going to sell, price needs to break out, retest, and then continue.
Yes.
If
Yes.
I'm also going to buy,
Bye. Mm.
price needs to break out,
Breakout.
retest,
Retest.
and continue.
Okay.
Is this making sense now?
Yeah, it's making sense. But now, my own question for if you're buying is, what is it retesting in that up on the upward trend? Because there's no previous trend going upward now. So
Okay.
if it breaks out, it's not retesting any previous trend line or something.
No, it doesn't need to retest the trend line. This is not
Okay.
even retesting the trend line. We are saying that if price breaks out of this, we don't need you to
Mm.
retest the trend line. We just need you to retest the most recent low. In this
Okay.
case, right? In this case, the
Yeah.
most recent low is somewhere here. That's this one.
Okay.
So created this breaking out.
Yeah.
So it is this low that I will be considering price to come and retest. But I
When you're
mean,
going for a buy,
when I'm going for a sell
a
here,
sell, because it has
yes,
already broken down that place now,
exactly.
hasn't it?
So yes, so I'm just using this one as an example. This is
Okay.
one point. This is another point for the
Yeah.
retest,
Yeah.
and this is another point for the retest. This area is another point for the retest. So I'm
Yes.
going to look for the most significant, the best of them all. If I choose this one, if I choose this one, price is still within the consolidation phase. Am I right or right?
That's correct.
If I choose this one also, even though it has retested here, right? Price
Yeah.
is still within the consolidation phase.
Yes.
So it still doesn't make sense. But if I now choose this and say, okay, price, this is where you ended.
Yes.
Let me take off from there. You will need to break out, retest it, and continue.
Mm.
Same thing
Yeah.
applies to the uptrend. The uptrend is already existing. So all it needs to do is break the most recent high.
Right. Yes.
If it breaks that, it's on the same horizontal plane. If it breaks that
Yes.
and retest it, then I'm good to go.
Okay.
Does that make sense
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, on the upward trend it's clearer because you can see that I can see all the points where the most recent high has been.
Yeah.
Is about almost a consolidation kind of market. It's consolidated. But that downward trend on
Mm.
is still
It's
confusing in the
confusing.
sense that
Okay.
yeah, because I can
So
see that the most recent low now,
yeah,
which is
is
where you
this.
are, yeah. Oh, that
The
was the
to
most
be to
recent
be
low
to
earlier.
be
Yeah,
to be fair, this is
yeah,
actually the most
the
recent low.
most
Why?
recent low.
This
Yes,
is the low that has created this
at the
breakout.
high. Yes, that breakout.
So
True.
this breakout is what we are looking at, right?
Yes,
But
yes,
then, if we now consider the antecedent, if we consider what has
yes,
happened in the past, this
yes,
price is still within a consolidation phase.
yes. It's true.
This price
Okay.
is still within a
Mm,
consolidation phase.
mm,
Now, if I look
yes.
at it based on support and resistance,
Mm,
this is one of the areas that I'll consider break, retest, and continue. This area
yes,
is one of them.
yes,
This, I mean, you know how it is.
yes,
This is the most recent low. So if
yes.
I'm looking at
Correct.
the most recent low, I need price to break the most recent low in order for it to start pushing downward.
Yes.
Since my primary objective is to see price push downward, then I would need that confirmation to say that it has broken through that most recent low
Mm,
and then it is now pushing lower. And that's
yes.
the essence of identifying this. Now,
Okay.
still inside the same consolidation phase, I still have another one,
Mm,
another area where price needs to break. This is
yes.
this point, right? And it
Yes.
has created another point here.
Yes. Yes.
Are you following gradually, please?
Very well. Yeah.
Okay. So what I now needed to do in order for me to confirm that this price have moved from the uptrend or from the outside of the consolidation phase, I needed to break the most recent low. This is the one. This is the
Yeah.
lowest point. If it breaks
Yeah.
this one, then
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident price is likely going down.
Okay.
But I will not just start selling because it has broken to the downside. No.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine what happened here if I start buying immediately.
Mm,
I would have ended up losing that trade.
mm, mm.
But because I applied my money management, I couldn't take this trade. I couldn't. So whenever you're looking at price breaking out, you're looking at either breaking out to the upside or breaking out to the lower side. Have we made some sense?
A lot.
Okay. If now is not a good time, i- believe me, I can do 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. I'm going to court tomorrow, but I can do 9 a.m.
What are you going to do in court tomorrow?
I want to swear an affidavit.
Okay.
Mm.
It's
So,
very okay for me. The time now.
okay, the time is okay with you now.
Yes, yes. I'm
Okay.
understanding what
So
you're
I
saying.
think maybe one of the things we'll also need to do is maybe we'll do this more often. so that
Yeah.
you can get a better understanding of what I'm talking about.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So what you are looking for is just that consolidation phase. And either way, to the upside or to the downside, once you have identified the consolidation phase, don't do anything inside of that consolidation. Don't buy, don't sell, don't
Okay.
do anything. Wait for
Okay.
price to come outside of that consolidation before you look for the retest.
Yeah.
If it doesn't come outside of the consolidation, don't even bother. Now, the
Okay.
question I would be expecting from you now is when you say coming outside of the consolidation, what do you exactly mean? What I mean is simple. Would you agree with me that this was not coming outside of the consolidation phase?
At all.
This wicked out.
Yes.
But when you are looking at coming outside of the consolidation phase, you are talking about the candle body. Can you see how this candle body is
Yeah.
outside of the
It's
consolidation phase?
outside. Yes.
So until the candle body is outside of that consolidation phase, there is no
Mm.
breakout.
Okay.
In this case now, price attempted to break out, right? But
Mm.
still ended within that line of consolidation.
Yes.
Would you
Yes.
say this is a breakout?
No, it's not.
It's not a breakout. So you are still inside of the consolidation phase, except this one that have started forming chooses to break out, and then the one that follows after it chooses to come and retest.
Okay.
Do you understand now? So
Yes.
anything and every trade inside of the consolidation, just leave it, don't take it.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it clear now?
Okay. Very good.
So the same way you are treating the upside is the same way you are treating this downside. If price breaks out, it's just follow the lines. Don't even do so much. Just follow the lines. If price pushes outside of it, okay, to some extent, next thing I want to see is price coming back inside or on top of this resistance or support point that we have checked out. And then wait for the momentum candle before you go in for the kill.
Okay.
It makes sense now, yeah?
Yes, it does.
It doesn't have to make full sense yet, but let it be sinking in that okay, when you've identified your area of consolidation, you want only one of two things to happen per time. It is either it breaks out to the upside or it breaks out to the downside.
Yeah.
If it breaks out to the upside, all you are looking for is an opportunity to buy. If it
Yes.
breaks out to the lower side, all you are looking for is an opportunity to sell.
Same.
Is it making sense now?
Yes, it is.
Now, I showed you this consolidation phase using this point because it is actually a consolidation phase if we consider the fact that price was maybe here. It is actually a consolidation, right?
Yes.
Children, I mean, I see me saying children. Maybe because I want some more children, I don't
Ah,
know.
it's so stressful, please.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, for the love of the kids. So my lights just went off and I'm
Um,
switching back to my laptop complete.
okay.
So just give me a minute.
Okay,
Let
we
it
can pause.
come.
Can you please pause? Remember, you're recording.
Yeah. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
You're still seeing the
No
trading.
more. No more. It's just
Okay.
gone off.
Mhm. So can you see it now?
Yes, it's back.
Okay. So this point above here and this
Mm.
point below, they have formed more or less like, whether we like it or not, a consolidation phase. But chances are that price will continue to beat this excuse me, consolidation phase. So why not push it a little bit lower? This becomes another consolidation phase, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I'm taking this, I'm not putting this into consideration. I'm not putting this into consideration. I'm not
Mm.
putting those that are in the past into consideration.
Yeah. Yes.
But if I'm going to now consider the whole consolidation proper, I'll have
Yeah.
to put it to this most recent low. So when you are
Yes.
drawing your consolidation phases, you are
Yes.
looking at the highest point and the lowest point that is around your initial drawing of support and resistance. Don't forget that,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You are
Okay.
looking for that,
Yeah.
those areas that is, just going up and down within your space. What you are waiting for after it does its own thing is for it to just launch out, close outside of the consolidation phase, and then you have your retest. If you have the retest, take your trade. Are we clear up to this point?
Yes.
Okay, so we will not do more than this example tonight. We'll take another one maybe tomorrow evening so that
Okay.
we can take
Yeah,
it
the
one step
shorter the
at a time.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shorter it is, the better it is.
Thank you
So,
so very much.
yeah. So we'll be seeing tomorrow by the grace of God.
Okay.
Um, just do me a favor, try your hands on it. You will never get better until you try your hand on it.
Until you try.
Now, if you try your hand on it, I expect that you should fail at it the first few attempts.
Mm.
It is that failure that actually proves that you are learning.
Yeah.
It is not the doing it correctly the first time that makes you learn. It is the fact that you failed at it. And then when we have the opportunity, or even by yourself, you just find it and you're like, Eureka, I found it, I found it.
Yeah.
It becomes a part of you. So it is not the getting it right that makes you learn. It is actually the failing at it that makes you learn. All right.
Yeah.
So let's try our hands and fail at it tomorrow. And then let's try our hands again and fail at it on Friday. And then maybe from next week, we start getting better. We start getting better with more practices. So on that
I'm going to
note,
set up my laptop also.
yes,
I'll put
if you
WhatsApp
need
first.
help setting it up, you can always reach out. We'll do that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
All right.
And
Have
have
a
a
good evening.
beautiful night's sleep.
Thank you. You too.
How about your daughter? Has she gone back?
Yeah, she's fine. I mean,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I miss a lot of things. But yeah, she's gone back.
Okay. Mm. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Night night.